We got a new version! Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shaq here, and welcome to Thrawns Revenge, one of the two mods under the title Empire at War Expanded. We've covered these mods in the past, talked about it a few times here on the channel. We have been playing a lot of Awakening of the Rebellion, but I'm really happy to see on Star Wars Day of May the 4th, a big update has dropped for this. What has changed? Well, a lot has changed. It's basically changed everything in space. Weapon projectile, shields hull, all that. Corey sent me a message last night and dropped me a link to a video he put out over on his channel. He's the lead dev for this team. I will drop the link for that in the description if you want to hear the words from the man himself's voice. Yeah, so there you go. But let's get into it. Let's check it out. So we're going to go to single player. We're going to go to Galactic Conquest, and we're going to check out... you know what we're going to do? Actually, let's go into the fleet builder, because this has gotten an update. So we'll pick Empire, choose starting era. Let's just grab fleet builder, start game. So yeah, this is one of the more unique elements for Thrawns Revenge, and it lets you go in and just test out the space stuff, right? It lets the developers get in and bash some ships together and figure out where the balance is. Now, I have brought up in the past, and this is a total rework of the original game, right? If you've never played this, there's a lot to kind of get into. One of the things that they've changed is you can actually build all of the ships now on the Galactic map. So if we really want to go ham with this, let's pull out a couple of Quasars. Let's take a couple of Nebulon Bs, because you're not a Rebel fleet without a Nebulon B and a couple of MCs. And then let's do it for an Independence. Let's go something big. Here comes the fleet. The Rebel fleet has arrived, but little do they know. So, like I said, even the dev video that came out, they're like, we can't really... Oh man, the new model for the MC looks good. Oh, look at all the little greebly bits. I like it. I guess the texture kind of loses its quality once you zoom in. From farther out, though, looks good. Looks real good. Okay, we're not gonna go too crazy. I won't bring in...
Vigilance standing by.
What do we want to bring? What do we want to bring in? Let's bring in a Praetor? Yeah, a Secular. Yes, they do. Let's bring in a Secular. Let's bring in... oh, it's the hyperspace sounds. No, let's bring in more Imperial stuff, actually. So where do they move the Imperial one? Here it is. Imperial 1, bring in a couple of victory classes. We'll bring in an ISD-2, maybe an Interdictor. And let's bring, what is this? This is the Allegiance? And an Allegiance. Sure, why not? So the Imperial fleet has arrived. They've started launching their fighters. But even in the developer posts, it is fighters. Go ahead and get in there. There they go. You gotta hit the cinematic mode button before the actual battle will start, and they'll start firing each other. We can still spawn some more stuff. I really love this mode because you can just jump in and test stuff and see kind of like, okay, where is this ship at in balance, or the developers can do that. They don't have to wait for testers to come back with a bunch of edge cases. They can just jump in and get into it right away. So the battle has begun. Because you're considered a different faction, so you're just getting lit up by the Empire because I used a different builder. Oh, sorry, Secular. Oh man, wow, you're really, really reflective. Whew. Getting smoked. So, he even mentions, though, that there are so many changes. Come on, get in there. You know you want to.
Star Destroyer standing
Commando
by.
with Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Let's go ahead and get these two victories engaging. There's so many changes that it's hard to even describe what's been buffed and what's been nerfed, because everything has changed. Individual, I guess, weapon rounds have been changed for how much damage they do. And they've even added, and this is something that I think a few people in the community will be excited about. I know I'm one of them. One of the things that I never really liked, I've been in the side of the faction of I really like that torpedoes can go through shields. It's been one of those little mechanics that have always been part of Empire at War that kind of makes you feel more like a rebel. You can bring a small team and go after something much larger than yourself by taking out subsystems. And Thrawns Revenge has always been in the field of, no, that's just silly. We're not going to let you just go and like knock out a ship's shields by taking out its shield generator. So there's a sub-mod now that allows you to activate that. And there's a video, and I'll put that video in the description as well, on how to install that. So if you really want those Y-Wings being able to take out subsystems on an Imperial Star Destroyer, and speaking of Y-Wings, there's some right there, you can do that. You can do that. All right, let's take a look. I want to see the big one. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Bring in the count.
Sir,
And oh, came in underneath us.
generator has been destroyed.
Hello.
Over here in hell. Taking fire.
How are you? Oh man, that's a gorgeous shot.
Primary engine system is down.
The New Republic is not dealing with your
Nowhere to run.
today.
Falling out of formation. I'm under attack.
So this is Star Wars week. This is May the 4th. For the rest of the week, I'm going to be doing spotlights on mods for various games, including Empire War. We got a couple more that I want to talk about here that you guys should be playing. If you aren't aware or not part of the Empire at War community, or you haven't really played since you put it on your shelf 10 years ago, bust that game out. It is the best Star Wars game currently available. Period. I will fight you. It is true. And it's because of passionate mod authors who have made crazy like this, where we can have multiple eras to fight in. So Thrawns Revenge takes place once the New Republic is founded. Awakening of the Rebellion gives you the proper fight between the Rebels and the Empire with reworked mission system. You can go back to Fall of the Republic, the other mod in from this team. Oh man, is that Victory actually kicking the crap out of our independence? Oh man, oh no. Oh no, obviously we need, no, we don't need, is that the Chiss Ascendancy? I don't even know. This is a time period I'm not very familiar with. We need battle dragons.
Upgrade.
And I hope they're part of a whole nother faction. And let's bring them some reinforcements. Well, it is the New Republic, so let's get the Endurance in there. Let's get some MCs in there. You bastard. It must have been the Allegiance was giving it like half its guns while there's no way that Victory took down that Independence. I refuse. Also, I have no control over that. Oh no, their fighters are around.
Upgrade.
I think they have one today. The Rebels really didn't need reinforcements. What do we have that we could throw against this gigantic vessel of doom? Oh, there's the Hapes, and those battle dragons are kind of getting wrecked. Oh, goodbye. Are you currently sitting on the spawner for the Empire? I think he might be. No, actually, that's the Separatist one. Where's the Imperial one now? Is it up here? Yeah, here it is, here it is. Well, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. Let's throw all the toys at the wall. Oh, he doesn't even hyperspace in. He just arrives suddenly and without mercy. I wonder if I can get him to you. Was it rolling? Nope, no, don't fire. Don't fire. Just move this way. You don't need to have a primary target. You're a super Star Destroyer. You just kind of roll through and everything dies. All right, there it is. Let's see if we can get a sweet shot of this. I don't know if we can. Oh, man.
on target. Intercepting.
I haven't done a lot of Super Star Destroyer combat, this ridiculous scale combat in Awakening of the Rebellion.
Getting a lock.
And it's been a while since I've jumped into any of the other mods pretty hard, which we definitely need to. And there is something stupid fun about it. Is his shields down? Is he winning? Well, they might be winning on the shield battle, but once they get through the hull, let's see. Well, it has 50 heavy turbo lasers. I'm assuming that's two cannons per weapon system. So it's basically got linked. 50 medium turbo lasers, 25 heavy dual ion cannons, 25 lights. What's your health, or do you not give it in a stat number? 10 assault concussion missiles because raisins.
Critical.
Okay, his shields are down, but notice his health isn't moving at all because this has probably got tons and tons of ion weapons, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got 30 heavy ion cannons, dual ion cannons, versus this thing's
Under control. Go after them.
50 heavy turbo lasers. So when the shields go down on this, no, this has got 50 as well.
Losing power.
Okay, maybe the fight count is actually more powerful.
Regroup. Where'd he
Just straight
go?
up. Speed 1 versus speed 1.25. This is more maneuverable. When you've got two buildings slowly sailing past each other, I don't know how important maneuverability is. It's also exchanging fire with something else, so it looks like it's not getting all of its. Yeah, it's taking out an MC-80 wing version. Oh, break my heart. Poor Moncals.
Nowhere to run.
Oi.
I got him.
Oh.
Falling out of formation. Losing control.
I guess the fire effects are in the works, and they're getting changed out.
Can't switch position.
Crazy. It's crazy that we're still playing this game so many years later. But all right, let's get into some ground battles because that's where the cool stuff is being added, and it's. Let's do, I don't know. Let's just go into a Galactic Conquest. Yeah, let's do a Galactic Conquest. We'll do the Thrawn campaign real quick, and we'll pick the Empire because I don't play enough Empire, and I hear you guys tell me all the time We'll pick the Empire. We'll do a ground invasion because there's a cool mechanic in this that I haven't seen in another mod yet, and it's basically the idea of building forward operating bases on the ground, right? So we're gonna gather our party before venturing forth. Okay, achieving victory, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, I have not played.
Moving to coordinates.
We're not gonna do a full campaign. I don't need to read the whole thing. So Thrawn owns everything here, and it looks like he's going after Ord Mantell. All right.
Order confirmed.
Gathering our
Coming
fleets.
around. Heading to destination. We're moving out.
It's gonna kind of doom stack it a little bit, because what we're really interested in is ground combat. What do you have? Star Destroyer and an ATST, and a bunch of. Hey, come with me. Your first order is to secure the information library and Orbrus. Yes, indeed. But first,
Mission log.
where actually is Thrawn? I mean, if we're gonna do this with Thrawn, he needs to join. Oh, the fighting is over there? All right, well, let's hit Ord Mantell, because reasons. Come with me.
We shall be there shortly.
We're just gonna doom
Right
stack it
away.
up so we have all of the options, but what I'm really interested in is getting some ground battles going. But yeah, there's this cool system that he's added. It's got like, let's grab this Juggernaut as well, because those are cool. Oh, and a little bit of artillery from this planet. I'm just kind of stacking everything up. Where you get to take over the landing sites, and when you take over a landing site, we gotta turn on all the things. There we go. You get Thrawn's not in this fleet. He's over there. That's fine. Just stack up. Where's the ground forces have not arrived because they're what, one jump north? Yes, they are. Come with me.
Acknowledged.
But yeah, you take over landing sites and you can build structures on them. And it looks like this is like the early days of this system. But the idea seems to be that you get these like, you can take over parts of the map and actually use it for more than just, oh, now I've got a new drop zone. Too bad I'm already at my build cap. First, we have to actually take the orbit before we can go call dibs on that planet down there.
Gunship reporting.
So let's start moving. Gunship.
Navigating to
You aren't a
coordinates.
gunship. You are a Victory class Star Destroyer. Captain, we've detected unidentified ships entering from hyperspace. Oh, that's right. We will not be able to withdraw until we've had time to rechart or exit our course. So you can have a third party show up
Interceptor
in the middle of a
Batteries
battle.
online. Flying
It's been a
speed.
while since I played some Thrawns Revenge, because we can expect the enemy to arrive behind us,
Weapons
whatever
ready.
faction that it would be. I'm probably
Coming
just gonna
about.
come out of hyperspace hard behind them,
Reinforcements.
like so, because Empire don't give a crap. What? Are you serious? I gotta come out here? One Star Destroyer.
Let's move out.
Oh, you poor blockade runner. It's Rogue One all over again.
Awaiting your orders.
Not enough GR-75s.
Moving
Well, let's
to
go.
coordinates.
And, ooh, what in the world is this ship?
Understood.
I don't recognize you. You look like a Turian battlecruiser, but that would be the wrong...
Carrot Commander here.
You are a Victory 2 class frigate. I do want versatile fast frigate with diverse weaponry and a second iteration of an older frigate developed to escort the Imperial class, notable for an unfortunately shared name caused by the Victor Initiative project being renamed on completion. It's well-rounded but lacks fighter support. Weird.
Reporting.
It's just
Moving to
weird.
sector.
Now we can probably see over here. Can I bring you some support? Nope. No, we can't. So let's bring in a couple of those. Let's bring in those ties. Let's bring in a Tector class
Let's go.
because they're cool. And a little bit more fire support. Not exactly a huge enemy fleet. Well, a really unhappy assault boat. Sorry, frigate. But good night.
Awaiting your command. Your command, sir.
Let's move up. Thrawns Revenge definitely has a more stylized,
Stay in formation.
boom, a more stylized visual appearance than most of the other mods.
He's headed your direction.
Which I dig. I dig.
Watch him. He's coming around.
All right, let's move up.
Destination confirmed.
And let's move you up.
Returning
Oh,
to
Star
your
Base is
position
already
now.
down. But we can't retreat. So we just annihilate the enemy, but we have a third
Order
faction that
confirmed.
showed up behind us. Do we have to fight the third faction? The third faction, by the way, is one of the Remnant. It's the New Order. Really? I mean, I guess if we have to engage, we will, but I really didn't want to.
Reporting in.
Victory
At
class,
your
go ahead and
command.
swing around. Let's bring those Star Destroyers out. That way they can tank the damage.
Unable to shake them.
The New Republic is retreating.
I'll
Good.
take care of this.
Good, because I'm about to get engaged by an entire freaking warlord battle group. Let's piss off now. Let's go before they get into firing range. All right, the world is ours. Oh man, I forgot about that mechanic. That's a kind of a weirder mechanic, but a cool one. Oh, the Rebel Alliance, there you are. Let's pop back over here. Where suddenly you've just got like a third party decides to join in. But ground battles is what we're here for, so let's get in and try it. Now, I'm hoping this is kind of an early version of this. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is really cool. Taking over the landing sites gives you some kind of base of operations. And immediately I was thinking like a forward operating base, right? Like a FOB. And it lets you do different things. You can build different types. But the model is just the normal bunker model. Now, I'm hoping that the guys will go a little ham with this idea because it's quite a cool concept. Here's the reinforcement point, right? Now we can build on it if we click on the edge there. And we can build 3 things. I haven't tested this yet. So military field base, a small base of operations, supplied for orbit with regular units. So it looks like it will give us 4 E-Web crews and 2 stormtrooper squads. Now, I wonder if this is... Oh, it's unlimited. We're just going to keep getting reinforcements. So taking over the points ends up being... So I'm guessing this is going to give us a different unit. Imperial medics and a stormtrooper squad. And this one will give us commandos and rockets. So let's go with the military field base. Let's bring in some more reinforcements. Obviously, we're the Empire. But, ooh, we need to be fast. So let's go with a couple of walker groups. Let's go with a... Is this... yeah, you've got an ATST yourself. Let's go with the Juggernaut to move the troops. And now we're worried about rushing over. Oh, this is the exact same map he used in his demo. Oh, that's funny. So this is an infantry-only route, which makes it really nice to bring in an infantry group so you can rush over there, which is exactly what we're going to do. Let's take 4 squads of stormtroopers. Go ahead and get over there. They're moving out. I don't think...
Yes, sir.
You know, I don't think they can.
On my way.
No, they can't. They can't go through here. I know this is supposed to be an infantry-only route, but one of the advantages in the lore of the walkers... Let me turn that game volume down as our ATS is kind of light our enemies up. Let's prove this up. Was the idea that they could traverse really, really rough terrain. It's kind of what they did. So it'd be kind of cool if maybe that was one of the bonuses of some of the walkers, was they could go through infantry-only areas. I don't know if that's something that the devs would do. It would kind of take away the coolness of, oh man, they're just kind of wrecking down south. And they're just taking out bunkers. Weird. But we can see everything now that we took that spy base. But let's go ahead and get over here. So here's the bunker right now. We can put troops in it if we want to. We did get our free units. A couple of squads, a couple of E-Webs. Might as well bring them down here and have them be part of the defense. If you guys would stop blowing holes in a bunker we're not even using, that would be lovely. Let's bring up the walkers. Come on, ATSTs. It's a neat change, though. We're going to grab the commando one this time and see what it has and maybe lock this down. So now we're going to have these constant reinforcements. But I like the idea that these mods are taking different routes. We also have a turbo laser at our landing site. Not going to complain about that. Get in the bunker. You've spent the last 10 minutes exploding. I guess they're going to do a rework on turrets, too. That's kind of interesting. Well, you know what? Let's grab some artillery so we can defend our spot. So it sounds like it's going to be more about waves, right? Here comes our Sentinel shuttle dropping infantry down. In this mod, it's going to be about taking over territory and pushing the front line to the next capture zone so you can get the next wave of troops. In this case, we've got a commando who is a... Oh, he's a storm commando with a rocket launcher because he's got the black armor on. I dig it. Sweet. But that's very different than, say, something like Awakening of the Rebellion is going with, or Empire at War remake, where Awakening of the Rebellion is more about battles of attrition, right? Knocking out the amount of troops that the enemy is going to get in their waves coming from their base of operations. Where this is going to be more like, all right, the Empire has dropped another wave and here they come. We've got to hold out and eventually take those landing sites back. Which I guess if you're being attacked, go ahead and deploy this artillery so we're not losing anyone. We can start shelling them. We could even move up and start shelling probably over the base. Is this in firing range?
Reporting.
Are you in pew-pew range? Yeah, it's in firing range of their base, and we've got airstrikes, which I guess are also getting changed and rebalanced. But all right, bombers coming in, not bombers. Skiff rays? Why do we have skiff rays coming in? I think this is my problem that I have with this time period is I don't understand. Like I don't. Wow, that bombing run went all the way out to here. I kind of. I always wish you could choose the angle those came in at so they'd be a little bit more effective. All right, so you have free units, basically. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an attack supported by AT-ATs. We'll bring in 2 AT-ATs from the north. and we'll start attacking the actual base. Because look, they've still got units. They're still just spawning stuff. Yeah, see, unlimited 3 infantry squads. What does this get? This gets, this actually has a limited number of free runners and T2B hover tanks, but it's got unlimited infantry. So it looks like infantry are being changed to being unlimited and constant waves, whereas it's your vehicles, it's your assets that are going to be the problem. He's just shelling that base, so I am totally cool with that. Let's roll out.
Acknowledged. On the way. Destination set.
Walkers are en route. The next wave, except for this time it's armor. We've got our wave of infantry that have spawned, so here they come. Let's get the E-web set up here. I'm going to move them up to about here, and I think I'm just going to deploy them. Keep going forward. Let's get you in a decent position, then we'll... All right, heavy repeaters. That would be the heavy E-web. One of my players asked me if they could walk around with one of these, if they had the right gear and equipment. In our tabletop. It has its own supply. You know, it's got a power source. It's got a giant cable. And I was like, well, by the rules, you actually can. Where is your backup? It's all dead. No, it's all down here. You just kind of moved without support. So let's go back and support those troops. Commandos have sprint and take cover. Yeah, just get into range of that AT-AT. That'll deal with your face. Oh, the rockets they've got. Oh, those are nice. Those are real nice. I mean, E-webs aren't bad, but why E-web when you can rocket? Especially if the enemy's got limited numbers of tanks.
Our base is under attack.
All right, they're moving out.
Scout trooper reporting.
Let's get around this way. What's under attack? What's going on back here? Juggernaut.
Order, sir.
Not really under attack. You gonna move that skiff up? Oh, this is the free runner. It's not a skiff. Oh, cool unit. I like it. It's got, what, 3 cannons on the back? 1 on the back and 2 on the front? Huh. Shows how long it's been since I've jumped into some Thrawns Revenge. I really do need to jump in. Oh, got the animation when they turn. All right, you two need to keep walking, because you can walk and fire. Don't wait for me. And you, commandos, start putting some rockets down. Let's bring in some more reinforcements.
Setting course.
Let's go. Let's bring in some army platoons. So there has been, and Corey mentioned this in his video, and it's really interesting. The way that the Galactic map tracks infantry is apparently a big deal for a lot of the lag that some people experience, because the way that some squads are made out in some mods, including this one, which I guess has been fixed now, is that you can have like a squad of troops and it tracks every individual soldier as if they were, and the example that he used was an AT, or as a Star Destroyer. It's like a single Star Destroyer on the map. So imagine, you know, 70-something Star Destroyers running around, except for it's only 1 infantry squad, and then every time you build them. It's nuts. Oh, what's you guys are what, like some kind of light IPC? The Chariot repulsor vehicle. Kind of a holdover from the Clone Wars, it says. All right, let's go. We're here. Our artillery should be finishing up the base itself. So let's roll up the... Can you guys go ahead and jump into that Juggernaut? Pack it up, boys. We're leaving. Oh, the ramp actually opens. Love it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Makes me want to play the Clone Wars mod now that this team has put together. I think that might be our next campaign concurrently with Empire War. I think we might do that. Awakening of the Rebellion. We might do an Imperial one there, and then we do right into a Clone Wars one. I mean, if I did them in order, I guess we could go we could totally go full canon. Start as the Republic and then play the Empire in a different mod. That'd be pretty fun. All right, so there we go. And we can actually take this base now and build something on it. I'm a little sad that they, and maybe they didn't, I didn't notice, they didn't build a base there. But I'd love to see, and I think what Corey mentioned in his message to me this morning was, this was kind of version 1, right, of them messing around with this base building and this forward operating base idea. And they wanted to see how it felt. So this is kind of like that version 1 of adding it into the game. I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's very unique to this mod. Having these waves of troops that can march through and get spawned, and you want to take more territory because you get more troops to keep up with the front line, to keep pushing forward, instead of having, taking it into the way that a lot of other mods have gone. I think it's a unique way for them to do it. I hope they continue. But I would love to see the forward operating base have its own unique model, maybe its own unique defenses. As the whole thing builds and deploys out, you get like, all right, when you choose one of these, not only are you choosing the infantry that you're going to get, or the assets that you're going to get on the ground, you're also getting the building that goes with it. Maybe even some custom research. I don't know if they can do that. There's a lot of fun to be had with this little mechanic to turn it into little operating bases. Very neat. Very, very cool. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to be doing Star Wars mods and stuff you should be playing right now on the channel for the rest of the week, celebrating Star Wars Week. I'm going to be doing GM prep over on the Twitch side of things, so if you want to see a little bit of that tabletop GM prep and how that works, I'll be answering questions for the Star Wars Fantasy Flight games. I'll be over there doing that. Not as in like a sponsorship thing, just me talking about a game I like playing with my players, and playing a lot of these mods and kind of getting my head around some of the mechanics that have changed. So yeah, come on and join me over on Twitch/Captain Shaq. Thanks for joining me here. The links to download this mod are in the description, as is the videos from the developer. I will see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.